Hey, you guys, welcome to Go Get It by Getitlex Motivational Mindset, the podcast. Today we have my girl Nikki B in the building. So, thank you so much for coming on my podcast. I really greatly appreciate it.
No,
Um,
thank you. Thank you.
I think that everything you're doing is so dope, and I think a lot of people need to know what you got going on. But first off, let me say this. I'm doing this solely to build relationships with people. And I also want people to be able to have a platform where they can talk about their business and give people the background story on their business so that when people shop with you or shop with anybody, they can feel like they know the person, like, they're
Right.
in tune with the product that they're bringing to the table. Now, I'm very much an introvert. Like, I do not like to be in crowds no more. I don't like to go to the club no more. Like, everything that I do is focused on my business. So, I came up with this in a way for me to communicate with people because I know what we're going to be talking about. We're talking about business, we're talking about politics, and we're talking about being better people and doing bigger things. So, for anybody who is shy or they can't talk, I promise you, you can. Like I said on my post, your business is your baby. So once you come into mommy mode and you got a business that you operate and it's like your baby, then, all that fear goes to the side, all that shyness goes to the side, and you get to the point. So with that being said, Miss Nikki, I know you got a business going on with lingerie and garments, and I just want you to get a people a insight on your business, how you came up with your business, the pieces, the inspiration, everything that led up to what you're doing right now.
Well, let's say the inspiration started young. I always been into fashion, from sketching, creating things. I was always big on creating pieces from non-material items. I won projects back in school, but as we get older, it was like, okay, is that all I want to just be known for? Is what I did in school? Like, I got to make my legacy, and it needs to be profitable. So for my sketches, most of them are like costumish, and most of them were always skimpy. So what better, market than to sell it to dancers or to base yourself off or myself off in lingerie. So that's kind of where the inspiration came from. Previously, I've dealt like women clothing in general. Like, I've had a boutique. Who was the boutique name then? Boutique Pretty. Me, India, and Wendy Pooh, two of my friends, we started Boutique Pretty. And that was just based on women clothing, swimsuits. And from there, it was like, okay, this is cool, but it's still not really my passion. I feel like I need to either be able to create the pieces or find pieces wholesale that really speak, who I am. And I guess with any woman, it's easy for, somebody to just always say, oh my God, you're so sexy, you're so sexy. And it's like, okay, I'm constantly hearing that. Women, as we hear that, so why not just market it in the best way possible and just stick to my passion, sell my sketches, create my brand, and that's where I'm at. Lingerie and exotic dancewear.
So from the start to now, what would you say um, was the hardest part about getting your business up and running?
The hardest part would be narrowing down like the categories for me, because it's like I want to be all of who I am, and I want to be able to market it and sell it. So I want to be able to do custom pieces, which I have before. I want to be able to do the loungewear, which I was sewing and making last year. I want to be able to do the bling mask and the nipple jewelry for the non-pierced, and all of what I feel like, are pieces of me. I want to be able to like allow people to wear it. But I realize that kind of confuses people, bouncing from category or being such of a broad spectrum for people. So it was more so about narrowing down, like, let's focus on one category at a time. So if you notice, as time go by, like, people will start noticing that I like call each different category of a piece a collection. So like the lingerie collection is naked. So it's still Anique by Nikki B, hence I Neek. A
Because
lot of
I
people
had
don't know
problems with
how to pronounce
me. I
it.
I had a
Huh?
problem with pronouncing that. We're not gonna talk about that. What I thought in that.
It's okay.
Talk
It's
about that.
okay. Because I mean, it's different. It's something that was deriving from my name. So Nikki, I just mixed up, added an extra letter here and there, took away a letter. But the motto, bold, beautiful, unique. So that's what, I feel like it's unique. That's unique. That's me. Bold, beautiful, unique. But again, each different category of merchandise has its own collection name. So lingerie is naked. The exotic dancewear will be dare. But even with that, I don't try to focus on the collection name so much because it will confuse people. So I just put it out there. I have the lingerie, I have the exotic dancewear, and just to be able to go to the website and shop it and see it, they know, like this is what she got, and it's all on hand. So anybody who wants to order don't have to worry about, extended shipping. It's all on hand. Shipping should take 3 to 5 days. You don't have to wait an extended, period of time.
Um, so with all that being said, while you're creating these different um these different garments and pieces, what would you think would be the hardest or the thing that you regret the most while trying to figure out which one you wanted to go with? Do you think it was a time where you was just frustrated at the process?
Oh, it was a lot of times. Most definitely. It's always a lot of times. Shoot, it's frustration now. Um, but I would say like the most difficult thing would just be like beating your own fears. Like internally, like breaking out of bad habits, like knowing, okay, I always like wait till the last minute to bag up an order instead of having it ready and just being able to ship it off for the next day. Just little things like that, and you'll realize like as an entrepreneur that you are the person who have to like push your own stuff, because if you're looking for inspiration from others, I like. Of course, you see other people work, and it definitely should inspire you instead of make you hate that person or hate what they
Right.
have going on. But just being able to take it and like ignite that fire within yourself. So I say like to anybody, even myself, like the most difficult thing is just breaking out of bad habits for real.
So what exactly keeps you motivated? I mean, I mean, I know you have a bigger picture that you want to do, but like when you at the point where all these things, because in a business, no matter what, when you're doing good and you're on a roll, there's always something that come and kind of like knock you off. And I know that happens a lot, because no matter what with your business, if you're trying to be successful and
Mm-hmm.
have longevity in your business, you're gonna keep on. You're gonna keep on. So, what keeps you motivated? When you have those times when you're frustrated and you feeling like
I would say my children, just allowing them to see, they ask about my merchandise. Mommy, have you made any sales? Mommy, are you gonna go show anybody your stuff today? Are you doing a pop-up shop? Um, for real, I think everything is kind of oriented. It's like goal oriented. That's what keeps me motivated. Like showing my kids that set your goals high and break them. And always applaud the baby steps. Apply the baby steps. Like I have to do that for my kids. Just things, personal things. So like we have to apply it in the business matter as well. And I think they are my biggest inspiration outside of just wanting to break generational curses, starting a generational wealth. And my kids don't have to come up and work in my business or work in my goal, manifesting my warehouse or my storefront. But, just allowing them to see that, you can do anything that you want to do. And right now, for me, it's about doing what I want to do, but it all is for my better business. And so I think that's the main motivation: kids and setting goals and knocking them out for real.
and not only that, kids gonna automatically feed off the energy you put out. So
Mm-hmm.
without you necessarily saying, "Hey, I'm getting up and going to work. Hey, I'm about to go make these clothes," or "Hey, I gotta," they're gonna automatically know, like, "Hey, mom is going to handle business," And
Right.
I think sometimes people are a visual learner. It's a lot of
Yeah.
visual learners out here where you say less. You know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
and you just totally see what that person is doing. Like, and I think it's really important now that social media is so um, uh, so I don't know the word for it. I exaggerated, I would say, where people can get on and say this, say that. But I think when doers step in the picture, not only with your children, but with people who are looking at you that you don't even know, like me, like I know you were a doer. That's why I reached out to you because um I saw the thing you were doing just by the post. You know, you didn't
Right.
necessarily have to write no big long post saying, "Hey, I'm doing this. I'm at the pop up shop." But I saw that you were a doer, and I think that a lot of people need to see that it's not what you say, it's how you do it and what you do when you're doing
Right.
it.
It is. It
And
really is.
it's all about that, and that's with any business that you do. It's about how you do it and the tone. You set the tone for your business. And with that being said, you spoke about us you speaking things into existence about warehouse. So where do you see your business? Like, where do you want to expand? I know it's important to focus on one thing at a time, like you were saying, but once you get those things down packed, are you expanding to other things like anything that will maybe accessories or shoes or something like that, like, or is it
Yes.
just clothes?
So my focus will primarily be clothing. I probably will add on, well, no, probably. I have some things coming in. I would like to have toys, adult toys. Not a wide range of things, but just enough to add on, to give a little bit more entertainment or accessorize along with the exotic dancewear and lingerie. But long term, I'd say about 5, 10 year goal wise, definitely expanding out of state, even just now with marketing. So I started going around to like local dance clubs, letting people see, my dance wear. In the meantime, I started dressing my mannequin as well, so everybody can kind of see different pieces. But I branched off with just going around to like local dance clubs. So the next step is going out of state, different dance clubs, just to get my name out there, allowing people to know like, hey, I'm willing to be as mobile as possible outside of shipping and whatever else that needs to be done. But definitely warehouse. I really want a dance club. I really want a gentleman's club, a strip club. I already know the name. I want to have a storefront. And
Yes.
if and before that comes along, shoot, I want to be like a permanent madam in a dance club. Everybody in there wearing all
Oh,
of my
okay.
exotic dance wear. Like
I love
those have
it.
been my goals. Like
I
that's my
love it.
passion. That's for real. Like that's what also drives me. It's like I said, just goal oriented, and not only just for my children, but like so just kind of like I'll do my own mindset. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Dang, so I
Yeah.
checked that off my list. I checked this off. So what's next? All right, I gotta aim bigger and better. So that's just what it is. Like you said, it's about doing.
It's a whole different situation when you're the one who's setting the bar. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like and the things that you just said is so awesome because I would never thought of it. And it's not, and it's so dope because it's like those are things that's going to constantly be an area of entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's like your mind has to be prepared to, if you really want to get money, you're going to think outside the box. Everybody got these, it's cool. It's cool to be inside your lane and do what you want to do. But for you to
Mm-hmm.
take it a step higher, like you said, when you set the bar and you're like, all right, man, all right, so now I gotta think what else to do, and now I gotta think what else. You
Right.
actually create lines, your own lane, literally your own lane. When they like, oh man, where the fuck she come from
And
with
like
that?
that, like you say, that's the main thing. Like everybody has to understand their place. Like I feel like everybody has a place in life, whether it's with a person, amongst yourself, like just knowing like where you fit in at. When you walk into the room full of people, like what area are you going to? Are you going
Right.
over here with these people here? Are you going over here, or are you literally bringing your own table so
Yep.
that other people could feel comfortable to sit with you? And I feel like the lane that I'm going is for other people to sit comfortably with me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's no knocking. Like I support other black businesses. Heck, I got black business accessories on. Shout out to Plush Beauty Services on the eyebrows and the facial. You know what I'm saying? Like we on the podcast, we networking.
Yeah.
It's beautiful to support one another, and it's beautiful for everybody to go into a lane, because heck, it's 50 more people with a podcast. That don't mean that you can network with them, y'all entertain and get something going with somebody or a special guest. The same way how I love like networking with other people. Hey, you doing lingerie too? Okay, all right, you out of state? Like, shoot, let's promote each other's stuff. Or you a boutique, you promote my stuff, I promote your stuff. Like, let's get it popping, get these
Yeah.
sales from different areas. But just making that lane and knowing that it's not even about staying in it. Knowing that you in your lane and like to continuously like progress up that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, but just
Mm-hmm.
like progressing. You know what I mean? Like
It's
you
the
want to be there.
confidence. You gotta have
Right.
confidence as well. It's the confidence in the ability to accept that everything that gonna happen when you want it to happen. So it's
Right.
like, all right, plan A ain't work. I spoke about this on my status the other day. All right, I learned a long time ago. If I got plan A, I can't solely depend on plan A because I'm gonna be so let down if plan A don't work. And
Right.
if plan A don't work, I gotta have a plan B. Plan B don't work, I gotta have a plan C. So I think that's also what it is. Like if you have a whole array of things that you're capable of doing and you know that you can finesse, not even finesse, that you can excel at these things and they all tie into one common interest, then you can't never fail. In my opinion,
Right.
you can't never fail.
And you know what you said, like it's not even just about having plan A, like having that backup plan B. Sometimes we try to put things in order for what we want. You know what I'm saying? Like we try to go, go like, all right, well, shoot, I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna knock this off. I'm gonna knock this off. But then I hire power come along and say, look, what you thought you was gonna do, I might have to slow you down in that area. But the thing is, it's about patience and learning, you know what I'm saying, how to be patient, because you can wait, but you're not supposed to wait and still not work. Like, because just because, shoot, I want that strip club with that storefront, but in the meantime, I don't have no problem being in the next person's strip club, selling my girls, being a permanent house madam, selling the girls all the attire, while other girls from other clubs are still buying my stuff, because that's all the money that's going to get me to that storefront with that, or that warehouse with the attached strip club. So it's just about, you know what I'm saying, like you said, like having more than one plan so that you can knock them all out. And so you know it, you didn't reach the bigger goal.
And not only that, sometimes the things that you want, you gotta pass over it because it wants your time. And once you're comfortable with knowing that everything that's gonna happen when you want it, right? But if you work towards it, it's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. Like, you know, God didn't save. I mean, God, the high spirit, the earth, the whoever you speak to, and saved you from a lot of situations because it wasn't your time. You know, and then put you in a lot of good situations because it was your time. So it's the same thing with business. Any type of business that you're dealing with, you got to understand that if it's your time, it's your time. But you also got to put that work in too. Like everything will come to pass when it's supposed to. Everything works when it's supposed to work out. But you got to do your part as well. And I think consistency, I spoke on consistency last week. Consistency is the key. When you constantly have people seeing, they might don't have to like your post every time. They might don't have to engage with your post. But if they see your shit and they constantly see you having content scrolling up and down your page, Instagram, whatever, they cannot help but to see what you're doing. And I think that's the thing that happened. Like I saw one girl post her cake so much. Not even so much. I just saw her promote her stuff so much that damn, one day I needed cake for somebody's birthday. And she the one who came through for me at the last minute. And you know, it's
because she didn't lock up on that posting that day. It might have been Saturday, and I might do it too. And for real, honestly, I feel like sometimes the lack, of posting content comes into like how we want to deliver the content. And even then, like everything doesn't have to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like Nike say, like just do it. Sometimes it's like, shoot, my photographer booked. I can't get it the photo shoot when I want it, or heck, my model not available, or the model that I wanted to be available or that is available, she really not selling the merchandise how I need it to be sold. So I can't go with her on this shoot. I might have to use her on the next shoot. Like all of that comes into like things that I run into. So I'm quite certain it happens for another entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But it's like, shoot, you know what? Let me improvise. Let me go ahead and decor this wall in my house. Let me decor this wall. I might have to step in and be my model. Hence, I just did that. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't because I wanted the attention. It was because of I'm in a band aid, and I can't let nobody else slow down my progress. So I got to get to it and be my own brand.
And then those things like that sometimes play out the best. Like when you,
amen to that.
When it's crunch time, even with events, with anything, like a lot of time those last minute situations where you really got to test your entrepreneurship and your boss skills, and you got to improvise. Like that's one thing you have to do. Like if you go to an event and you don't have a table, or you don't have something, or you have to improvise to make sure that people see your product. Like it's that's what you have to do. And I think a lot of people they pump fake when they say they want a business because they're not willing to understand that things are not gonna go smooth at all. Never,
Mm-hmm.
never. I'm maybe 75% of the time they're not gonna go smooth. And
Right.
I think that another reason why I'm doing this is for people to see that in every situation, everybody who come on here who have a business, everybody have a different story about how things that went wrong. They have a different
Right.
experience. Everybody um, are the same in one point that they experience bad times, hard times when
Right.
it comes to operating their business. So let me ask you this:
Mm-hmm.
what are some common? Did I already ask you what was the common misconceptions when it comes to this business?
Is that a common misconception?
Yeah, when it comes to the type of business that you have.
No, you did not ask me, but let me let me think. I would say one of the most common misconceptions is, well, number one, from recent experience, is thinking that I'm a dancer. No, I'm not a dancer. Or no, I'm not a model. So, I don't mind assisting with other local businesses or, stuff like that, but I don't want to be anybody else's brand ambassador.
Hmm.
I don't dance. I do not knock any dancers. Hence, that's why I'm in this field. I love the dancers.
Yeah.
But me, myself, no, I'm not one. Um, Also, I keep merchandise on hand. That's another thing. A lot of people feel as if I don't have the merchandise. So when I post it, no, the sizes that's available is what I have on hand. So any local 804 meetups, I'm more than open to those. Like I say, shipping is 3 to 5 days. Um, what's another common misconception? That all black girls have attitudes. Like I am sassy, and I'm sassy, but I'm funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I try to just mind the business that pays me. But outside of that, I'm big on customer service. I've worked in customer service since I was 14, starting in Cloverleaf Mall.
Oh, whew.
DTLR for years. So through parties, you know what I'm saying? So being around and handling business and just understanding people, reading people, I've been familiar with that since a child. So it didn't do anything but just, perfect as you get older. So I have no problem with, communicating properly with people and delivering an A1 customer service that I would feel comfortable receiving. So, I'm going to make sure I give it to people. But don't be scared to ask me questions. If y'all have questions about merchandise or, anything, like, don't be scary. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Think
I'm approachable.
I think that um hmm, I don't know how to put this. I think a misconception is, well, from my opinion, I feel like the type of merchant, I don't know how to put it. I feel like sometimes people downplay the business by what the merchandise is. And I think when
Right.
they downplay the business, they downplay the business owner. So I mean, what I mean is, being that you sell lingerie, I mean, well, you sell garments, you sell things for women. I think that the type of people that sometimes look at those things downplay it as, oh, it's just this or oh, it's just that. So that attitude and that mentality rubs off when they're talking to you. Like you might come professionals, I don't know what, but I think the uh, attitudes come from the people, the consumers sometimes, because
Mm-hmm.
the lack of importance they think that you're bringing with your pieces. That's how, like if it was Victoria's Secret, they're walking there,
Right.
all uppity,
True.
uppity. But I think because you're a black woman and you have, these garments, I think sometimes it's downplayed as not as important or not clothes or not this and not that. And I think that's a misconception. Just me being, just because I feel like that. Like I feel like that might
Let
be.
me penny back off of that. I agree, and I wholeheartedly can apply that to something that I was like battling with. So in terms of my dance wear, of course that's going to be priced differently from the lingerie prices. So even with the lingerie prices, of course we have to spend our buck to either buy wholesale or for me to sketch it. I left my sketchbook to show some sketches, but like to sketch it and then get it produced, like you have to spend your coin to get that. So you want to be able to make it back. But I also was so worried about, well, I don't want to price it too high because I don't want to miss out on a customer. So what I had to learn was that it's not so much about missing out on the customer. Then if I missed out on it based off the price, that customer wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? Just like people are going to pick and choose, like, hey, I prefer to wear Nike than would I prefer to wear Saint Laurent, because right now Nike is what I can afford, and that's cool. That's perfect. But it's the same thing for like your baby and your business. So I may not attract a customer that prefer to go to Victoria's Secrets because they can wear sports bras and get those type of things. That's great. And they have lingerie as well. But whenever you want something that's different, that is like an exclusive set, just keep me in mind, because it's 1,001 people that got that piece. For right now, it's 1,001 people who got that piece. And right now, I'm considered an exclusive brand, because it's not that many people who have my pieces, and my pieces are dope.
And not only that, you can customize them.
Huh?
I said not only that, you can make custom pieces.
Right, and I can make it custom. On top of it already being like an exclusive set, I can make it even more custom. So get on this bandwagon now. You know what I'm saying? Because I give out discounts. Like I have a handful of loyal customers, like with my price increase, that I gave them a discount code, and that's just for riding this wave along, just coming along so far. So just to go back to, like you said, the misconception, I feel like with me, it's always more so like, but I don't really want to wear it because it's only $25. Like maybe that's a little too cheap, or I don't know if her quality is going to be as good. So I had to like literally look at all my pieces and say, no, I have damn good quality. So you know what? On that note, let me increase my price.
Yeah.
Because it's not so much that the people that I'm marketing to, I'm too expensive. It's more so that I didn't set this price trying to be open for and available for everybody. But now they're looking like, well, maybe because it's $25, the quality is not there. You know what I'm saying? So I wholeheartedly feel on what you're saying is a misconception. Like, oh, it's just only lingerie, or oh, it's just only dancewear. But guess what? Dancers need outfits more than one in a night.
Yep.
So if you're a dancer, you know somebody who dance, feel free to send them my way, because I mean, yeah, 4 dancers may have the same outfit in the same club, but I hope you wouldn't put it on when Jessica got it on the stage.
Right.
And number one, you may look better than Jessica dancing in the stage, or Amy dancing on the stage, or you're gonna wear it on a different night. So it's just about, or you can pay the extra coin and I can customize it. So
that they know nobody else is gonna have. And that's me. Like I always been that person. Like I always, if I go buy some shoes from the store and I already know that everybody gonna have, if I go buy some Jordans and I already know the next day everybody gonna have the blue and white Jordan shirt on, they match the shoes. I'm gonna find the person in the city that got something that I know ain't nobody else gonna rock, because they so pressed on buying the things that's in the store at a certain price and thinking that because this person price is lower that it's not fly. Nah, really, it's who you is that's gonna make the garment fly. And that's the same thing with the dancers. It's the same thing whoever wear those garments on the stage. It's your personality. It's you. Like you said, somebody can put on your garment, just whoever came before, and they can make $150. But because you who you are and you got the same thing on, you got a little customized, you gonna come out there and you get a couple bands. You know what I'm saying? So it's about who you are when you're in the garment. And and also in the lingerie. So speaking of lingerie, do you have pieces? I think this is so dope, but I know this is way off of what I was ready to ask you, but do you have that chain piece with you that go on your butt?
No, I do not have it with me. I left it at home, but I still have like maybe 2 on hand. I mean, I didn't. So this is the thing. So some of the older pieces I have a lot of because I have bought so much. So to try to keep my pieces like exclusive, I stopped ordering so many of the same piece. And what I realized is that people would get tired of seeing the same piece. So it's like I'll like promote it and try to do it differently or put it on sale, so I don't buy so many of the same items. But I want to say I have like a silver and a gold one left, like remaining. But yeah, that was like a hot item. Like they were going so fast.
Yeah, they dope. And those little, I think they like stockings or leggings. They was kind of shiny. I don't know
Hold
what
on,
they
I'm
were,
gonna show
but
you.
they
I
were
have
sweet.
those on hand now. You're talking about the
Yeah.
crotchless. Yeah, I have those on hand now.
Oh
So
yeah.
these are the crotchless bling type. So compared to just a being a regular type, let's see, I can
Ooh.
show you. I can go in here if I can get in. So you see the opening? That means on this leg it's open in the crotch
Oh
area and
yeah.
the
So it'd
back
be
area
like
is
the
there.
lingerie. Mhm.
Yeah. So we have new brown and white remaining. I don't know if I was really going to restock on those. And they're good in the lingerie area, which is that's what they're there for. But I might just keep just the nudes and the black on hand moving forward.
So this piece that you'll put on the mannequin, is this a custom piece?
This is a dancewear piece. This is not a custom piece yet. So, in terms of like customizing it, I was thinking about maybe adding like some rhinestones on it somewhere.
Mm.
But this is just a fishnet top here, and let's put the bottom on my girl so you all can see how that goes. And I have a picture of it on somebody. Like I don't have any professional pictures in this yet. So those will be coming this week.
I got a photographer. His name is Sean Hextall. He's also when it comes to those type of pictures with lingerie and stuff. If you ever need a photographer,
Okay,
um,
so I have a dope photographer. When I say, you know how like you meet your one, like sometimes it's like,
yeah.
yeah, like I met my one. I love
Mhm.
Taylor Made. She's so good. Jessica is so freaking dope. I just love
What's
her.
her What's her name?
Jessica Taylor.
That's yeah, okay.
Yes. Photos by Taylor Made. I usually tag her on my photos. And
Okay.
like any videography, like any of my commercials or stuff like that, are by Laces Out, Ty Jackson. He's dope. A lot of people have been using him as well for videos. But they getting
So
booked up. Everybody jumping on my people, man. So now they getting all booked up and whatnot, which I love to see. But so this piece
okay.
here, let's see what I need to
So
sign.
with a piece like that, what's the turnaround time to customize it?
7 days for customizing.
Okay.
So like what I might do, I might like add some spikes here, add some like stones or some jewels there. But as you all see, for the
Which
dancers,
colors did that piece come in? Just red?
this one is only available in red at the moment.
Okay.
And then like that blue piece I had on, that was only available in blue at the moment.
So let me ask you this. Like you said earlier, I know you sew and you sketch. So coming up off of your um clothing, I mean your garments and your lingerie, do you have any plans on with sewing? Like, is there something? Um, do you want to? Do you just focus on your line, or do you sew on the side? Do you make custom anything other than um lingerie or garments custom? Would you do custom
Uh
orders?
so far as like I said, I kinda like steered away from like the bling mask and the nipple jewelry only because like I said, I've been trying to focus on one category at a time. Um But outside of that, you know how everyone was doing like the LV jeans or
Hmm.
like the different Chanel jeans. Like I I made a couple of them last year, and it's funny. I'm laughing because I did them, and I probably sold about 2 pair, and I never even like posted the pictures of it. So like, if you go on my page, like I might have like I made like the handmade LV Louis Vuitton scrunchies. Like
Oh
those
yeah, I
weren't
seen that. Seen
purchased.
that. Hmm.
Yeah, like I sold that. Like I had the LV fabric. I made those. I made a few masks out of those. The bling mask, like that fabric wasn't pre-cut. Like I had to hand make all of that down to the filters on the inside, the string going through the mask.
Yeah.
Um, but any, like I say, any type of distress, shorts, jeans, alterations, anytime you want like to add spikes, rhinestones, chains, or something of that nature. Heck, we can even go outside of the box. I just seen a post from like this stylist, and they had this outfit, And I have this other business owner in mind. She does earrings, Giselle Design, Jazz. I'm so gonna make this outfit. I gotta find out your size. I just seen it today. But I want to make this outfit. I hope she can use it like either on her daughter or herself for a photo shoot. It's like a denim jacket with like hoop earrings all on it, like bamboo hoop earrings going down the arm. So yeah, like little stuff like that. I'm into the different type stuff like that. I don't want to be putting people in like, you know, just tie-dye and bleached out things. I did that a long time ago. I mean, and I'm not knocking anybody who does that, because if that's what you're perfect at, that means you're great at it. I haven't done it.
That's just not you. Right.
Yeah, I haven't done it in so long. Like, I no longer perfect that part of it. So,
but I mean, you know, it's nothing wrong with elevating and not wanting to go backwards. You know, it's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I feel the same way. Shit, I did tie-dye last year, and I was like, I'd be goddamn if I do another tie-dye shirt, because I already did it. I did everything, you know, I did.
Right.
I'm not doing shit no more. Like, I don't want to do it no more.
Right.
Because I know how to do it, and it's just different. But is there any pop-up shops you're going to be at coming up?
Yes, I am involved into Honey, LaShawn Rowe, or Honey. She has a grand opening. She's relocating. So I will be at a pop-up shop on July the 25th from, I just posted a flyer. I want to say it's 2 to 7. Do not mark my words. I know for a fact it's July 25th. But I will post the flyer, you know, frequently promoting it. And it's kid-friendly event, DJ by Ray Vaughn, music by DJ Ray Vaughn. She's going to have like an inflatable slide, a whole bunch of like face painting and other kids' activities. So it's 2 to 7. Yeah. So, you know, it's open to the public, free, you know, entry. So y'all come out and see me and plenty more vendors there on July the 23rd from 2 to 7.
And where is it? Where is it located?
It's 314 Brook Road.
314 Brook Road.
Brook Road, okay. That ain't bad. So, at your pop-up shop, what you gonna have? You're gonna have everything you sell on your website, or are you just gonna have certain things?
For the most part, everything that's still on the website that's available, yes, I will have those. So I will have lingerie pieces. I will also have exotic dancewear pieces. I'm probably going to do some type of fun giveaway. I don't know what yet. But yeah. So all of the exotic dancewear and the lingerie pieces that I do have on hand, they will all be available at the pop-up shop.
Okay, now and now I need to ask this for the big girls, because my friend, I told her to go on your website, and she was like, "Do she got plus size stuff?" I said, "I don't know. Let me go see." So, do you have plus size pieces?
Yes, I do.
You do?
And let me speak on that. Hold on, I might need to get closer to the camera, because I don't understand what's going on with my ladies with the curves. I'm gonna call them my ladies with the curves.
I'm one of them. Shit.
You say you one of them?
Yes, my stomach is fat as hell.
Listen, the stomach ain't got nothing to do on the rest of the body.
Yeah.
But I have had plus sizes for quite some time. I even had like select styles only available in plus sizes, right? Mm-hmm. And I got it because I know like a lot of people be feeling like they're left out. So soon as I got like plus sizes available, it seemed like all my plus size girls who were screaming they wanted have vanished. I need all my girls that are a 1X to a 2 or 3X. So please go on my site and just scroll through whatever items that you may like, because there is a huge chance that we have it in plus size. I say we like it's more than me, but like I have it in plus size.
But I think they needed to hear that though. I think they really needed to hear it out your mouth. Because you know, when you see somebody small and with a nice body, and you know they taking pictures, I mean, I would assume, unless somebody say otherwise, because sometimes lingerie, people don't really think about the bigger, curvier girls. I mean, because it's more fabric, more money. I would think. I don't know if that's true, but I would think that sometimes people don't think about those sizes. Maybe extra large probably be like the biggest size, I think.
No, anything that's plus size that I have, it goes up to like a 2 or 3X. So for items that are one size fit all, most of the time people who are up to a 2X can wear those. But if it's like an individual size piece item, then some of them I still would have like a extra large, a 2X, and a 3X. Like this yellow set, the honey set with the thigh highs. It's the one piece I had it on. I should have put this one on. But
Ooh. Ooh, I
it's
like
here,
that.
and it's a thong back, high cut, and it comes
And
with a,
that comes in what size?
this comes in a 1X.
Okay.
So like I was aiming to get 2 and 3X, but they didn't have it. Like the actual manufacturer didn't have it. So the thing with this is it runs kind of big. So if you are a female who wears a 2X or extra large, you actually might can get the 1X and be comfortable. Or the 1X you may need the large. They run kind of big.
Hold on a quick second. My son is at the door.
It's okay.
Sorry, y'all. My kids just came home. Okay. So what is this piece you have here?
So this piece is actually, it started from a sketch. This is like one of my creations I actually sketched. So let's see closer. Maybe you can see. If you can you see the rhinestones all over?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Yes. So the rhinestone detailing is even on all the way here on the tassels. It's adjustable in the back. So these are one size fit all. So like the wider or bigger the person, you have all of this to that person.
Ooh.
So any dancer that's a small or up, and then you see this has the G string here, 2 rhinestone embezzled garters as well, and that's that. And then this is available in pink, one size fit all, and it's also available in neon.
Oh, I like that neon.
The neon is popping. You know,
Oh
this is so
yeah.
good on us, like more browner shade women. No offense
Yes.
to the light skins. I'm just saying.
I love it. So those are the pieces that you sketched yourself.
Yes, that I actually sketched and handmade. So like in the midst of my dancewear collection, I will have pieces that are just like, as I say, maybe an they're a naked piece or a unique piece. However, these ones are a little more personal to me because they actually are my, like, these are really my babies. Like I thought of this, design, I sketched it, I sent it off for production, and now.
So how long does it take for your sketch pieces? Like for some, if you're
Sorry,
sketching a
thank
piece
you.
for someone, how long did you said is that the same amount of time you said the 5 to 7 business days, or is that for the custom piece?
No. Custom is the 7 to 10 business days
7
in
to 10.
terms of like if somebody wants. So you see how the rhinestones are on here. Say for instance, someone in that red piece and they wanted rhinestones added, or they just like, hey, freestyle, and I add spikes on it somewhere or whatever else, right? Then I would need 7 to 10 days to create that look, or heck, even if they wanted feathers. But in terms of like anything that I say that's my creation that started from a sketch, once I start selling it, I already have it on hand. So I have multiples of the pink sets. I have multiples of the green sets already made.
So once those are done and they're gone, is that it for that piece, or you keep if it's a high demand for it, you keep making them, or is it over with?
So what I do, for the most part, if it's a high demand, I kind of keep it in stock for the demand, the time that it's in need. But if I'm not getting any more than like 3 to 5 orders for it, then I'm just kind of like doing away with those pieces. Even to like the lingerie sets, I kind of just slow down on it because I take it as like, hey, they're probably tired of seeing it. And at this point, I'd be tired of seeing it too. So it's like, let's get some newer stuff in here. Plus, I want to kind of keep it exclusive. Like, all right, so I know maybe 6 women got it. Or in terms of the exotic dancewear sets, it will be more women who have these pieces. But I mean, as a dancer, what do you expect? If you're going to other places, like like local places or more advertised places, then you and probably 100 other women have the same set. Again, like we said, it's all on how you wear it.
Right.
But I just try to keep it down to a minimum. So once it's not in demand anymore, I kind of do away with it. But the dance sets, there'll be more frequent of like the same things, maybe just different colors.
So, with all that being said, is there anything that you would like to say to someone that is? Let me rewind because I thought it was so dope that I found you and that you know. So I went to a sewing class, and it was a girl in my sewing class, and me and her, we still keep contact to this day. But the thing that she wanted to do was make lingerie, and she didn't know
Oh,
where to
that's so
start. And our sewing teacher was like, she was Caucasian, and she was like a, wholesome type of instructors. And
Mhm.
I don't think she would have gave her the right direction, but she don't have a social media. So when we got off the phone with her, I'm gonna text her and tell her about this interview and see what she want to do because she really like she was just like, I don't know where to get started. Me and her was the only two black people in the
Send
class.
her my way. I mean,
Yes.
and I see that's another thing. So, like, I wholeheartedly agree with everything you're saying, like, and just like being able to relate to that one young lady. Like, my sketching is great. My sewing is mediocre, and I let my sewing skills slow me down for so long. And that was another thing. Like, you get into a beef with a sewing machine, it's a whole nother type of beef because it's like I
Yes.
can't hurt you, I can't break
Yes.
you. I spend
Yes.
too much money for you.
Oh my
But like
gosh.
on another note, you know what I mean? It's like trying to find a seamstress who doesn't want their own brand or who doesn't already have their own orders and things going on. It's something that I am in need of. I still need like different people to like fill in the positions for my team. And that somebody, I don't want them mad on working with anybody else or doing the
Yeah.
other orders looking for themselves, but just they have enough time to create the things that I need created.
Right.
So yeah, definitely send her my way. I can't really give her any sewing skills. So to anybody who is looking for people to aid in sewing, I would not be the person to come to aid for sewing. But if you do so and you want to collab, to work together on doing different sketches and actually like be on the team in terms of like making looks and getting paid for it, I'm totally open to that. So if she's open to that and we can kind of aid each
I
other and
know
learn
she
along the
is.
way, then yeah.
I know she is because she was just excited in general just to be in the class,
Right.
sewing, and she was just sitting there just scrambling because that's what she really wanted to do. But I was thinking about her before we even got on here, and I was like, man, I wish she had a social media because she'll love this podcast and everything you said. And but what I was saying was, what would you tell someone who wanted to jump into this industry and the fashion industry? The lingerie industry, sewing, whatever the case may be, what would you tell somebody maybe either coming up or already have some established? How would you think? What would you tell them as far as coming into this industry and this business?
Coming into the industry as an entrepreneur, I think the again, like I said, I think the most important thing is like not to beat yourself up for like your delivery. Like we get so stuck on like everything being so perfect or dang, like such and such had this person doing their videography or whatever, or I can't afford somebody to record, or I can't afford somebody to take my pictures. Like all these apps that we have on our phones, all these apps we have on our computers. Like if you have the access to be able to browse Instagram and browse Facebook, you also have the access and the time to work on something that you desire. You know what I'm saying? Start knocking those goals out. Like I said, celebrate those small accomplishments because, hey, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm also not where I was last year either. You know what I'm saying? Like the progress is definitely shows, and it comes with the consistency. Revamping yourself 1,001 times is nothing wrong with that. Heck, I'm ready to have a new logo. My website has slowly, like it's still up, but there have definitely been, things that has been added on to my sites or like price increase, knowing your worth. Don't be scared to put that price on your merchandise because if they're able to go and spend it and support it on some designer, the people who want to ride with you, they're going to spend it on you as well.
They definitely.
And that's the main thing. Just don't be scared. Like, and whatever the category is, don't be scared to put a price that you're worth. Know your worth. Don't be scared to price yourself for what you feel like you are worthy or your merchandise is worthy of. And set the bar high. Set the bar high because everything that you got to do in between the time to get to that high point is going to be so well worth it. And that's
Yep.
a daily reminder for myself.
I'm trying to tell you this interview was so awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Um,
I'm so nervous. I've been
actually,
drinking
you did
trying to
wonderful.
get my
I told
nerves
you it was
down.
gonna come natural. You know, once you start talking about your baby and the things you love about it, it's the no brainer.
Right.
Like you don't have to sit and think about the things that you do every day. And I hope people look at this and know how nervous you were and how good you did, and you inspired them to come on here and talk about their business the same way you did. Now, give the people your website, your social media information for anybody who want to contact you, um, anybody who got pop up shops, anything. Um,
Yes. So if you are a merchant or someone who is into doing pop-up shops, feel free to send me your flyer. I'm always open to be involved. Different settings, different, people to market and just to network. In terms of my website, if you cannot see it, it is strolling at the bottom. It's www.anick, that's INIIK Nikki B, NIKKIB. So at nickxnickib.com. You can catch me on Instagram. That's underscore at Nick by Nikki B, or on Facebook as well. Yeah, shoot, reach out to me by email. Same thing, @nickllc@gmail, or you can send me a DM via either site, Instagram or Facebook. I'm always open to communicate, always open to network, and just help each other grow.
awesome. So, thank you again. I think we covered. Is there anything else you want to say?
I don't have any questions, but thank you for having me. Thank you for taking the time to bring me on here, and y'all get with Lex so y'all can be the next person to market, network, and just kick it with her on her podcast. Go get it, Lex.
Thank you so much, so much, and I really look forward to all the things that you got going on, and my mind be working. So if I ever hit you up for anything, just know it's out the box, and I really need you to make it for me because I will be skinny in the next couple of months, or my stomach is
Listen,
flat.
whether you skinny or small now, I got you covered. I got stuff to cover your target areas or your trouble
Yeah,
areas. Like, we can make it work. The first piece I had on, that was the one piece cover, kind of conceal the stomach or whatever trouble area. So don't be ashamed. You don't
I
have
was
to wear it for
tempted.
this.
I was
You don't
tempted
have
the
to
other
wear it for
day.
that someone. You can wear it for yourself. See, that's where a lot of ladies also lack at. Like, stop wearing this stuff in the house for yourself, so that way you can be strutting, building your confidence. So that way, when you're ready to wear it for the next person, it's
Walking
already
past the
popping out
mirror.
on them.
I gotta practice 5 or 10 times across the mirror. I'm good with it. I'm cool with it. After I take me a couple drinks, I'd be all right. So, but yes, thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for letting these people hear a bit of your business strategies, the things you had to go through. I hope that this message motivate. I hope that this interview motivates somebody, or I hope it keeps
Mhm.
somebody motivated or inspired. Um, Y'all hit her website. Anybody thinking about going into the lingerie or fashion industry, she gave y'all her information. Y'all know y'all can click on her name on this podcast and go straight to her page and message her. Um, Another dope black business in Richmond. I'm looking forward to the expansion, the warehouse. I was ready to say the brothel. Lord Jesus, I meant to say the
The
I'm
Gentleman's
looking for you to be the
Club.
head madam, Lord. I just went back into the Western days. But anyway, yes, thank you so much. And what else do I need to say? Oh, one more thing. Are you looking for any models?
I'm always open to models. So if you are more than willing to model skimpy clothing, I don't need anyone who is scared, like, oh, but I'll model it, but I can't post. I love those type of girls because I know where to fit them in. You open the door, I can use you. But sometimes, to have models without restrictions is better because this clothing don't have restrictions.
Right. Uh,
But yes, I'm always open to models, so feel free to hit my inbox or message me, email me, however you see fit. Hit me up, and we can definitely link.
okay. Well, another episode of Go Get It by Getitlex Motivational Mindset is the wrap. Thank you all. I hope
Right.
y'all go support her. Look for her at the pop up shop. Hit her page. stay up to date with her new pieces. I'm sure we'll have get some pictures. Y'all tag us. So peace. Stay motivated. Thank y'all. Thank you, Nikki.
Thank you, baby. I